Welcome to session 2 of day 2 for the Kickstart Your Business Challenge. I'm again so excited to be joining you. Be sure that you download the workbook. If you haven't already, you can get that at christyjohnsoncreative.com/kickstart resources. Did you not love Nicole's session? Her session was so amazing. I'm super excited that we got to hear from Nicole. I took a lot of notes. I don't know about you, and I love how she broke it down step by step. If you didn't get a chance to watch her training, the recording is available in the Facebook group and also on the resource hub. Again, that is christyjohnsoncreative.com/kickstart resources. All right. Well, today I want us to actually go ahead and take action on some of the steps that Nicole suggested. So be sure you have the workbook in front of you, christyjohnsoncreative.com/kickstart resources. You can download that and head over to page number 8 for Let's Start Your Business. So we're going to take action. I want to give a disclaimer, just like Nicole gave a disclaimer on her talk. I am not a legal professional. Nicole is a legal professional, but like she said, she's not your lawyer, and I am not a legal professional at all, or a tax professional. So this should not be considered legal advice, official legal advice. Each state and city has local legal and tax codes, and they vary. So it's your responsibility as a business owner to determine what is required in your own state and your own city. But I just want to give you recommendations as a fellow business owner and help make this step of starting your business a little bit easier. I remember being totally overwhelmed by getting my business started. When I first started my business, I had no idea like how to start it. And like Nicole said, I waited entirely too long to file my LLC because I just thought it was super confusing. I also waited entirely too long to set up a business bank account and all of that stuff. But a lot of people ask me, Christy, when should I register my business? Or Christy, when should I get a business bank account? Or when do I pay taxes? And the truth is, you should do these things and get legally set up before you ever accept any money from clients. Don't worry if you haven't done this yet and you're already accepting money. You can still do things the right way and get them set up. But if you are someone who has just started your business, or you are in the process of starting a business, maybe you haven't started your business yet, and you want to know, hey, when do I do all this? Can I just wait until I make a certain level of money? Because it seems like that's what a lot of people think. They think that you wait until you have a certain amount of clients, a certain amount of revenue before you do all the legal stuff. No, you do the legal stuff first and get yourself set up first so that you can feel fully confident and make sure that you are following all of the tax codes. Okay. So I want to make this process easier for you, and I'm going to give you a challenge. Like Nicole said, there are a few steps to take. So I have listed these in the workbook. So make sure you download that at christyjohnsoncreative.com/kickstart resources. That's to determine your entity structure. Refer back to Nicole's session if you need help with this. For the majority of you, it's going to be a single member LLC. I have a multi-member LLC with my photography business, Stephanie and Christy Photography, because we co-own the business equally. That is a whole nother animal with a few different sub things. If you want help with that, message me. I can give you my experience and guidance on what we've done to get that set up. But for most of you, as a service-based business owner, you're going to want to file for a single member LLC, a limited liability company. And that's what you're going to want to do. By the way, if you are confused by this step and you go to the Secretary of State website and you start to fill out the form and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I have a complete step-by-step screenshot of this in the state of South Carolina. In my group program, the Build Your Business cohort, if you want access to that, it's actually a free training. I've made that lesson of the Build Your Business cohort free to walk you through those steps. So if you want that, just send me a message or email me at christy@christyjohnsoncreative.com. I have screenshots going through filing the articles of organization for an LLC in South Carolina. Okay, so here are the steps to generally get ready to start your business as an LLC. You're going to want to decide on your business name. And then you're going to want to ensure that your business name is not already registered in your state by searching on the Secretary of State website. So just search Secretary of State business registry or business lookup for your state, and you can search it there. Then you also want to make sure that it is not trademarked, like in the US, that someone doesn't have a trademark on your business name. So you can search that at uspto.gov. That is the United States Patent and Trademark Office. You just don't want to do a search to make sure that you don't come under, you don't have to change your name later because someone has trademarked your name. Once you've got the green light, your business name is good to go in your state and your business name is not a trademark, a registered trademark, then you can start to build your business. As a side note, you know, like Nicole said, you operate as a sole proprietor already when you start your business. You don't have to get an LLC if you don't want to. I highly recommend it, especially in South Carolina, because in a lot of states, most states, it's just a one-time fee. In South Carolina, it costs you like $130 a one-time fee to file an LLC. So there's really no reason to not get it. The state of California, which I used to live in, it's an $800 per year fee. So you may not, if you're in California, you may be fine to operate as a sole proprietor. Again, check your local website, your local state or city's website. But for all intents and purposes, for most people, you're going to want to file articles of organization for an LLC. Okay. And then another thing is people talk about like DBAs, doing business as. So if you're sole proprietor and you're operating as a business with a different name, technically you should get a DBA. It's just a little form that says, I am Christy Johnson doing business as, you know, if I had like special moments photography or something, that's where you need to get it. If your business name is just your name, Christy Johnson, or Christy Johnson photographer, or Christy Johnson graphic designer, or whatever, then you don't have to get a DBA, because in effect, your business name is basically your name and what you do, and you don't have to get a DBA. So that's just something to note. However, if you're getting an LLC, you're actually filing articles of organization for your website, for your business name, a limited liability company, and that's what most of you are going to do. So my challenge for you today is to follow these steps, and I want you to do these things. I want you to decide on your business name. I want you to search your business name on your state Secretary of State website to make sure it's available. I want you to search the US trademark website to make sure that it's not trademarked. And I want you to file your articles of organization. Once you file your articles of organization for your LLC, it should just take a couple of days to a couple of weeks for them to approve it. For me and Stephanie, we submitted for our LLC, I think that morning around, or that afternoon around like 1 o'clock, and we got our confirmation that it was approved like 30 minutes later. So you could get that today, tomorrow morning. Okay. So I want you to at least today or tomorrow morning, file those articles of organization. Then you can't do anything else on the list that I have in the worksheet until you have that LLC approved by your Secretary of State. So if you do that, then I want you to put a block on your calendar for when you will do the next tasks. The next tasks are to obtain an EIN from the IRS. Search Google for EIN IRS and make sure it is the irs.gov website. It's like a little bit of a longer link, so I don't have that. But as long as it's irs.gov website, then you have the right link. Don't go to anything that's like such and such.com or even EIN.com. Like, don't do that. Make sure it's the irs.gov website. That's going to be the official government website. You can obtain an EIN once you have your LLC completed. You can get an EIN in the name of your LLC, and that is instant and free. Like Nicole said, it's instant and free. So my challenge to you is to do the previous steps that I mentioned all the way up to file the articles of organization for your LLC, then put a block on your calendar when you will get your EIN, and then open a business bank account. I love Novo. Novo is a really amazing business bank account. It is an online bank, so you don't have to go to any branch. You can do everything online. They send you, you can get a virtual debit card. So if you ever like don't have your physical debit card with you, you can still make payments with the card online. It's amazing. They also send you a physical debit card, so you have that as well. And the best thing about Novo is that you can put your money into separate folders called reserves, and you can have it automatically put portions of your money into these reserves. So for example, if you've ever read Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, he recommends a system of having 4 bank accounts for tax, expenses, savings, and profit. You can get this set up in Novo without having to open separate bank accounts. You can just have folders. It's amazing. So I have it where I have a certain percentage of my, in all the money that I make automatically go into a tax savings reserve. A certain percentage automatically goes into a profit reserve. So I know that's money that I can take out regularly and pay myself. I have a certain amount go into savings, and then the rest of it stays in there for expenses. So it's really easy to do that, and you get that profit happening all the time. So I really recommend Novo. Use my link, which is linked in the PDF when you sign up, and you'll get $40 when you fund your account. Literally, you get $40 cash, and I do too. So it's a great way to say thank you for the recommendation, Christy, or my code. If you don't have the link in front of you on the workbook, just use my code. It's Christina Johnson 2. That's Christina Johnson, the number 2, on Novo. It'll give you $40. So there's no reason to not do it, and I'll get it too. So I would love it if you did that. Okay. Then the next thing is to obtain any licenses or permits that you need. So my challenge to you today is to do all the things up to filing your articles of organization for the LLC today or before the next training tomorrow. And then put a block on your calendar to get the EIN and open up a business bank account. And call your local city hall. Call or visit your local city hall. I would probably call them first, just to make sure, you know, that it's not in case it's not required for you to have a business license. For example, I was like living in a county, kind of like Nicole said, I was living in a county that was not actually a city, and I called them and they're like, oh, we don't issue business licenses. So call them first, but then they'll probably tell you, yeah, you need to come in to get a business license. So you're going to call your local city hall. So I live in Anderson. So I live in city limits. So I would just go to Anderson and the city hall, and I would say, hey, I need to get a business license. And they'd say, all right, come right over here. What's the name of your business? Here's how you do it. Here's how much it costs. You do it, boom, it's done. Okay. So I want you to call them or go into them and get that business license. Okay. Then you may also want to look into, you may need a retail tax license if you're selling physical products, and there may be other permits that you need, like Nicole was talking about. Refer back to Nicole's training. So my challenge to you is to, again, recap. Before tomorrow's training, I want you to decide your business name. Make sure it's not taken on the Secretary of State website or the trademark website. File your articles of organization for your LLC. Then put a block on your calendar to get your EIN, open a business bank account, and call the city hall. All right. Hopefully, once you've called the city hall, you will know what permits and licenses you need to get. You can just ask them. They will help you out. Most of the time, they're super nice because they want to support small businesses. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a 2-part challenge. Do certain ones of them before tomorrow's call, and then the rest of them, put a block on your calendar when you're going to do it. Email me, please. I want you to email me and tell me when your block is. And if you go down to page number 9 of the challenge, I have exactly what I'm asking you to do. And I have check boxes where you can check them off one by one as you go. All right. So email me when you have accomplished this. Consider me your accountability buddy to get this done. And I'm super excited. We are going to take action. You are starting your business. Don't wait any longer to start your business. Remember when I asked you yesterday, what's holding you back? If there's some big thing that's holding you back, email me and I would love to help you. But really, I think the only thing standing in your way is you. Let's decide together to start your business. So I'm challenging you. Take action to start your business today. All right. Thank you, my friends. Join me tomorrow we'll be hearing from Sarah Ziesler, who is going to help us increase our productivity. And we'll be hearing from Alyssa Brooke, who will be talking to us about how to create a website that converts. It's going to be an amazing challenge to help get you clients, get you working, get into the creative stuff that you want to do as a business owner. I'm super excited. Okay, challenge complete. Day 2, join me tomorrow.